I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare. I dare. I dare to be different. I dare to be different. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. I hope that you are now enjoying realradio247.com, which is already online, already have podcasters there, already have different shows and different things going on and so many different wonderful things. We're going to have prizes and competitions and all kinds of different people coming on, talking about their experiences, their businesses, 2020. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, you can find us on Spotify, Deezer, Spreaker, TuneIn, iTunes. Just keep going. Just keep going. You can find us on all those. And that is a wonderful thing because no matter where you are in your car or at your house, you can get us. You can even also talk to your little thing and say, hey, put Dream Chasers Radio on by Yaya Diamond, and it will play in your home. Yes, I got that going. Yay. I want to thank you guys again so much for tuning in. You know, today we have a wonderful guest. My husband said that he used to live in Arizona, and he always passed by the Grand Canyon, and he never really stopped. And I think that is such a bad thing because, you know, living in New York City so many years, I went to the Statue of Liberty, I don't know how many times, and I had a wonderful time. I never, ever give up the opportunity to go and see and kind of explore your own area. And not only that, if you have a trip that's planned to the Grand Canyon, I have the perfect person on the air with me today, Mr. Max Reynoso, who is here today to talk about just a Grand Canyon experience. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So, okay. You got to fill them in on what you just told me about your Grand Canyon experience. What is it called and why?
Sure, no problem. The reason why I named it the 2020 Grand Canyon experience is because when I was little, I grew up with having really bad eyes. And it took me into about 15 or 16 to finally put contacts on and gave me a 2020 vision. And that's when the world really was open to me and be like, wow, I could see. So now here in my 40s, I finally have this company and I wanted to create the perfect experience for the Grand Canyon. So I said, you know what, let me tie in that 2020 vision into the title. So that's why it's called the 2020 Grand Canyon experience.
Oh, that is amazing. That is so cool and inventive. Now, let me ask you a question, because a lot of people get scared. The Grand Canyon is intimidating to say the least. It's just intimidating. It's huge. But I've heard about a lot of different things. So your experience, are you going to be with them on the trail? Is it like a full exploration or is it just part of it? And what about the dangers?
Okay. I mean, those are perfect questions because it's the reason why I felt a service like this needed to be provided because I visited the Grand Canyon and you look at it and you're like, oh my God, look at this massive hall. Okay, that was nice. Bye. And I'm like, wait, no, go down there. It is challenging. It is very difficult. You can't take it for granted. Even if you're in shape, you have to train specifically for it because it is so massive that it has its own like ecosystem down there. The temperature fluctuates 10 to 20 degrees up and down. The terrain, there's 5-6 different types of terrains that you're going to experience, from rocks to sand to loose gravel. And then most importantly is the elevation from thousands and thousands of feet. And if you're not prepared for that, a trip to the Grand Canyon could be not fun, but most importantly also fatal because it has happened as well.
What?
So yeah, there's a lot of people that go down there thinking they're ready, they're prepared, and they just can't get out. And then you have to pay $4,000 or $5,000 to have a helicopter come pick you up. And that kind of puts a tender in the trip, right?
Oh my gosh.
But yes, you said it. That's where we come in because, yeah, we prepare you and we train you, but we personally go down there with you. So we're there with you every step of the way to support you, to motivate you, to show you the pace that you should be going to, where you should go, where you should not go, when you should stop, when you should rest. It's time to eat. We kind of take everything almost out of the equation so that you could just experience the atmosphere and just the fact that you're in the Grand Canyon.
Wow. Now, I absolutely love this because, you're getting like the ultimate Grand Canyon experience here, guys. Okay. So they prep you. All right. Then you go and you train. Let me tell you something. You're going to be in some good shape by the time you hit these trails, this wilderness. Let me tell you something. I'm loving this. Now, how did you put this together, strategically speaking? Because it's not so, oh, I just want to, I want to be a Grand Canyon, guide. I'm just going to take people down there. I mean, it doesn't happen like that.
No, it's funny. I'm at heart, I'm a personal trainer. I've been in the industry for right now 27 years. So it's the only thing I've done since I was 17. And what it happens is when I moved to Arizona back in 2010, I started taking my actual personal training clients and say, hey, you know what? You guys are already lost some weight. You reach some goals. How about we take this fitness to the world and experience some things that now that you're fit, you could probably accomplish. Hey, there's a Grand Canyon right behind us. Let's go hit that. So we started taking our clients, and every year down the canyon, it went from let's take my clients to take my clients' family, and from my clients' family to my friends. And then I started to realize, wow, a lot of people have been dying to go down this hall, but they're just not ready, and they're also intimidated. So I'm like, let me put something together. And then I just put the system in place, 3-phase process to get everybody ready, and been doing it for 10 years. Now in January, I'm going on my 12th hike down there.
Wow.
And I've done many personally myself. I've done 7 rim to rims, 1 rim to rim to rim, and 6 camping. So I pretty much know the Grand Canyon inside out. And that's why I know I could provide that experience.
That is amazing to me. I am so happy for you. And it sounds like it was just a gradual process of, okay, this can be like really cool. I can like make some money doing this. This is not something that you just decided I'm going to do and make money. It was more like, wait a minute. And it was like this light bulb went off. Am I right?
You're right. It went from like a passion to like, you know what, let me make this into a living, doing something that I love and something that others could love as well.
Right.
It's a win-win for everybody.
That sounds so cool. It just sounds so cool. I am so happy for you. You're doing something that you love to do. What is the best thing that you think came out of this? Just kind of like gradually getting into this and now becoming your passion, your job, your career, basically. But what is the best thing for you that has come out of this that you found yourself learning about you yourself?
Wow, that's a really cool question. And if I have to think about it right now, some people ask me like, Max, how many times can you go down there? Don't you get bored? And I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. It's like the best way I can explain it is when you take somebody to Disney for the first time and you see their faces, how they respond and act. And then you get to relive it through their eyes because you've been to Disney 50 times already. So that's the way I see it when they go to the Grand Canyon is the training has to change because the environment changes all the time. So every time I go down there, for me personally, it's a different experience. And there's some times where it gets difficult. I mean, you have 20, 30 pounds on you and you already hiked 15, 20 miles. It takes a special push. And you, at the end of the day, when you come out, you can feel really good about yourself that you empowered yourself to do something that you felt you weren't capable of. So imagine that for that client for the first time. Me, it's going to be like my 15th time that I feel like, man, I was able to once again push myself, be disciplined, and got in and out the canyon safe and sound. And for me, that's like every time I do it, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win. So it feels really good inside.
I love that. And that to me, I mean, I can't say that I'm at the Grand Canyon, but me personally, I love Universal Studios Florida. And if anything, I'm going to be there on any of my days off. I will be right there having a great time. So I understand what you're talking about. And a lot of people don't understand that your passion, me singing or me doing the podcast. No, I'm never bored. It's just something that you love to do. Now, I wanted to ask you a question. Flash flooding in the Grand Canyon has been in the news so many different times, and I know a lot of people may have some reservations about that. Is there something that you do or a place that you stay away from?
Well, I take people down there about 5 to 6 trips a year, and I usually go down there when I feel it's the safest and more pleasant weather. So usually the second quarter of the year, when it's usually April or May, and then the last quarter of the year around October and November are safe bets where you're not really going to experience any turbulence when it comes to the weather, and the temperature is very doable. granted, I've had, if you go to my YouTube page, Max Reynoso, I've challenged myself a few times and gone down the canyon by myself when there's a thunderstorm and there's rain, just so I can experience and see how it is. So in case it ever happens with my group, it's not the first time me witnessing, okay, what do I do when it's raining? What do I do with this flush? Now your backpack is another 10 pounds heavier. Your clothes are wet and soaking. So I was able to experience that. And actually right now in January, it's my first time ever doing it in the winter, because there's going to be snow up there. And I want to see and experience how it is to hike in the Grand Canyon when there's snow, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that want to experience that. And I want to be prepared for it.
Wow. I love that. I love that, because you know when to go. So basically you're in the safe zone while you go, and your clients are in the safe zone while they go, which is a wonderful thing. I mean, you know of most of all how dangerous it can be, because you live there, you've been going down there, and you've been doing this for so long. How can people reach you if they want to do the ultimate 2020 Grand Canyon tour?
We have a few avenues. First, you can visit our website at yourgrandcanyonexperience.com. We're on Facebook too at Your Grand Canyon Experience. We're on Instagram, Your 2020 Grand Canyon Experience. We have our YouTube page. That's Max Reynoso. And once you go there, the first thing I want them to do is to explore the site and look at all the past hikes and experience and feedback from other clients, so they could see that, these people are not Olympic athletes and college athletes. These are regular mom and pop that just feel like, hey, this is part of my bucket list. And I've always wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it with somebody with experience, so I don't have to do any thinking. I just want to go down there and enjoy my time. So our website and our Facebook page have plenty of pictures, plenty of videos. We were actually last year on ABC 15, Sonora Living, where I was able to really explain in details the steps that we go to from the time you sign up to the time you actually hike. So you get an idea of, hey, it takes a few months. It's not like I'm going to sign up and just go down the next day. We actually prep you. That's what you said in the beginning. Some people get in their best shape out of in their life, and they also get to experience the Grand Canyon at the same time, which is that's one.
I would love that. I mean, I'm telling you, the best shape of oh my goodness. Oh yes. It'd be like, I'm losing weight and I'm going on a hike. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Nope. Oh, wow. So I want to thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much for bringing your expertise. And thank you so much for just showing us that, the love of entrepreneurship can span so big and broad. You don't have to be stuck in a 9-to-5 or indoors. You can actually take this outside, and you are a prime example. Thank you so much again, Max, for being on the show.
Thank you so much. It was fun, and I appreciate you giving me the time.
Oh, anytime. And you guys, thank you so much for being a listener to Dream Chasers Radio. Please don't ever forget to go down in our description box below the interview, grab the link, copy and paste that into your browser, and go ahead and check out the 2020 Grand Canyon Experience. It's the ultimate thing. You're going to love it. It's like you get in shape. You get to, it's a full body treatment. And you get to go on the hike. I mean, nothing like it. And then if you don't have time, they do have bicycle rides. I know they have the bicycle thing because I saw that on the line. You want to go to the website and check it out, because for some people, they don't have all that time to do. They just want to go for a hike. He does that too. I know he does. See, I'm good. I checked that out. I checked that out. Hey guys, don't forget that every Monday through Friday we air at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you again so much for tuning in. And Max, you're amazing. You guys don't forget to dare to be different, and we will see you next episode. I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare.